That's a punch at the very end. Oh, and look at the Ali shuffle.
Look at the footwork. That means the old man is feeling good.
Goodness. Wow. Manny Pacquiao turning back the clock.
He was especially explosive and quick with his right hand, and he is left-handed.
Right.
But that little right jab, he put him down in the first round with a little quick flick right.
It's actually a jab.
It's a hard jab.
A hard jab knocked him down.
Knocked him down. Unbelievable. A simple, hard right jab.
No preliminary movement. Just lift the left foot and let the body fall forward in a long, quick step. The left foot should land flat and solid on the floor at the end of the step. It is a quick, convulsive, and extremely awkward step. Yes, it's one of the most important steps of your fistic life, for that falling forward lurch is the rough diamond out of which will be ground the beautiful straight knockout jolt. It's the gem movement of straight punching. Try that falling step many times. Make certain each time that you start from a comfortably balanced position, that the body weight is resting largely on the left leg, and the knees are slightly bent, that the arms are at your side, and that you make no preliminary movement with the right foot. I call that forward lurch a falling step. Actually, every step in walking involves a small fall. Walking is a series of falls. But in this particular step, the fall is exaggerated for two reasons. One, your weight is well forward when you step off. And two, the step is so long, it gives gravity a chance to impart unusual momentum to your body weight. The solidity with which your left foot landed upon the floor was caused by your momentum. The late Joe Gans rarely missed with a long straight punch, but when he did, you could hear for half a block the smack of his left sole on the canvas. Although the weight of your body was resting largely upon your left foot when you stepped off, you didn't fall to the floor. Why? Because the alert ball of your right foot came to the rescue frantically and gave your body a forward spring in a desperate attempt to keep your body balanced upright. To maintain its equilibrium, your rescuing right foot acted as a springboard. The left foot serves as a trigger to spring the right foot, so the falling step sometimes is called the trigger step. I warned, don't make a preliminary movement before stepping off. Had you followed your natural inclination and shifted your weight to the right foot before stepping, that action would have started your body weight moving backward, away from the direction in which you intended to step. Then you would have had to lose a split second, while your right foot was stopping the backward motion and shifting your weight forward again, before the punching step could be taken. Learn now, and always remember that in fighting you cannot afford to give your body the luxury of a useless preliminary or preparatory movement before shooting a punch. In the first place, your target may be open for only a split second, and you must take advantage of that opening like a bolt of lightning. Secondly, preliminary movements are giveaways, telltales, telegraphs that treacherously betray to your opponent your own next action. You now know how to set your weight into motion for a straight jolt by means of the falling step. Next, we must consider the second part of the jolt, conveying the moving body weight and exploding it against your opponent.
But it was obvious that he was terribly unsteady. Larry Hazard let it go. Another angle of the first knockdown. You can see the lunge across the ring by the champion Hagler, and that left hook ripped to the chin, and for all intents and purposes, the fight was over right there.
Got to put Saldivia on the floor. There it goes again. And he's got to stay away. Saldivia going to recover from that. He's in real trouble.
That was so well timed, that punch. That was a beautiful punch. He said it over.
Timing was perfect.
Terrific shot. So well timed. Bang. I mean, it was pretty much a jab. From my angle, I thought it was a left.
Has lost just once in his last 15 fights. So he is a fighter who has shown great improvement and would be a decent fighter against a lot of good fighters.
Well, this is
good fighters.
Well, this is reminiscent of what Cotto did to Carlos Quintana here in Atlantic City.
He hasn't standing toe-to-toe fighting, but he's like...
Gomez trying to get inside now and do some damage to the body. Fighting gamely.
Yeah, and it was his father, Alfonso Gomez Sr., who asked him between rounds, just go out and throw everything. Now, that would seem to be an unwise tack to take. Down goes Gomez for the third time in the fight.
He's a shell of the person who came into the ring. And you wonder how much more evidence they need.
Glad to never look at the ring stats after that.
Well, it wasn't a big shot that knocked him down. It was a jab. Well, we made the point that the knockdown in round 5 didn't come on a big punch. And that's often an indication that the fighter who goes down is done. It was a jab.
It was just a simple hard jab, and he couldn't even have that. This combination of being tired, outclassed, bad balance, just thoroughly beat.
Mark Prince, who hopes, he gets it with the jab though, just been caught off balance. Live in the ring, it's Mark Prince, and that's the jab that had Lindsey Morgan, the American, down.
Chyba ta uwaga trenera leży w stół.
Niespodziewane rozstrzygnięcie.
He's got to get there. And there, precise, accurate cut punches by Miguel Acosta.
Unless, of course, Acosta does it better, like he did there. Wow, this is great action.
These guys are just coming from all angles now.
A left hook to the body, and then comes with the left hook to the head. Lands on the neck, actually. Then I think there's the jab. Interestingly, a jab sent him down. Wow. You know, it was so fast when it happened, you couldn't see. That's astonishing. Here, we'll take a look again. Now, it's kind of a half jab, half left hook. Short punch by Brandon Rios.
Wow. Not a major surprise because he stunned Anthony Peterson with that jab, too. But this doing more damage, he actually put Acosta down.
When we go to the corners, you'll be listening to interpreters. In Cotto's corner, Terry Olaya, interpreting a new trainer, Joe Santiago. And in Claudi's corner, Akor Norway, and down goes Claudi at the end of round 1, and Cotto has a vital point.
It looked like it was kind of a front left hook type hit.
Upstairs left hook.
And the old extreme punch, he landed in the round.
I think it was a left jab. I think it just caught him as though it was... He's a left-handed fighter, Cotto.
Well, thank God for replays. Here we see Cotto land, which was just a solid, powerful left jab, as I see it, but it just caught it at the right time when his body was in a bad position, and it forced a knockdown.
Great call, Max. A knockdown on a jab. And again, the timing. It came at a moment when Claudia didn't expect it.
Guys, it was a knockdown of a granite-chinned opponent with a jab.
Alvarado grinning and pounding his heart. He took some big punishment in round 2.
Right here you see Rios squat down and see the shot right there. You see he's here wide open right there. He squats, sees the jab, lines it up, and then boom, he turns it loose, and there goes the jab right down the middle. That shot really rocked Alvarado. You very rarely see a fighter hurt another fighter with a stiff jab that bad.
You know, I'm not sure that Alvarado wasn't already a little hurt in that round because, Roy, as you showed Rios eyeballing him from down low, Alvarado's eyes were not focused on Rios, it didn't look like.
he wasn't sure what Rios was doing. See, most guys like Rios that just straight up fighters, you don't expect him to do a boxing maneuver like that and set you up. So it kind of threw him off to see Brandon do a boxing move like that.
Using the right hand or to dissuade Alvarado from throwing it. Bumping Brandon Rios jab is creating the rhythm for his offense tonight.
And it's a hell of a jab, Jim.
It indeed is thunder.
A hell of a jab.
Almost knocked him down with it earlier. Right hand with which he's been tattooing Rios for the last 2 rounds. Rios for the last 2 rounds.
Good uppercut by Rios.
Big left hook by Brandon Rios.
That's that long jab again, Jim. Good jab right on the nose. I think he may have hurt Mike again.
Yeah, he throws the jab with such torque, it looks like a hook.
It looks like a stiff right here, but it's a stiff jab instead.
In complete control here in round 7. And drops Ocasio with a stinging jab. The referee is screaming out the count as Ocasio slowly gets back to his feet. As Holmes moves in to finish it, Ocasio tries a quick combination, but the champion stays right on top of him. Holmes continues to land that rapier-like jab. Rapier-like jab. Ocasio looks dazed. Bravely, Ocasio fights back. A crashing right sends Ocasio down again.
As the combat gets underway in the ring.
And right away you see Brandon come out using that jab. Doing like Freddie told him not to engage in a battle yet. Use his feet, step around and box the guy until you wear him down a little bit more. Then you can battle with him.
There Rios used his jab, as you said he should, Roy, and it had a good effect. That's where he does his business.
Good hook by Rios. And the best example I can tell you about the jab slowing a guy down is when Miguel Cotto fought Shane Mosley. He used his jab to neutralize Shane Mosley's feet.
Rios getting a couple of good clean shots. Pacquiao felt.
He better realize he's in a fight. I don't like Pacquiao's body language myself, Jim. Real stalker, but not throwing punches. You gotta stick that right hand out. It's forcing him to keep the left hand, at home for defense.
Exactly right. He's still thunderous punching authority, and his ability to get away. This fight, a very easy fight to score so far. I got it 6-0, 60-54, Manny Pacquiao. I mean, I think the guy's putting on a beautiful exhibition. 6-0, Manny Pacquiao. 6-0, Manny Pacquiao. Hard right hand by Rios. His best punch in a while. Pacquiao lands his own right hook.
And come back. So now the punches that you see that
trying to do what he can do, use his size, he's throwing some hard shots, he's taking.
There's the left hook from Brandon Rios, and he landed it right on the chops.
Actually, I think it was a good jab, which the punch he seems to have gotten away from.
Well, if it was a jab, it was an angled jab.
Yeah.
But you can do that. Upstairs, it's going to be difficult. Focus, concentration, devotion.
Good body shot by Rios. He's 159.
Right, 159. He came in as a middleweight.
I thought he was 49.
With his unofficial weight.
See it right here, right there back.
4 minutes left in the fight.
Good jab by
lands the right hand. Yep, jab and a right hand by Rios. He's getting better in this round.
So he just showed you some discipline right there in the corner. When he had a chance, I think the old Pacquiao would have went for the knockout right there. He backed off.
And Rios looked like there was a little wobble there, like there was a little give momentarily.
He could have been trying to play possum.
Good left hand by Casamayor that Guerrero kind of walked into at the same time he was landing his own left. It may not be that bad, but Joel is one of those utterly arrogant guys. There's the knockdown. Perfect right hook on the inside. I didn't think he was capable of that, and incidentally,
Are you okay? All right, you're sure?
he and his people made a big point yesterday in saying that he'd never been knocked down in sparring, never been knocked down in the gym, never been knocked down in a fight, either as an amateur or a pro. They can forget that now. Now quickly, let's take a look at the right hook knockdown, which Casamayor was able to fashion against Guerrero in the last round. And this is a different view. It's actually a jab.
A hard jab.
A hard jab knocked him down.
Knocked him down.
A guy who says he's never been knocked down even in the gym goes down by walking into a jab.
Unbelievable. A simple, hard right jab.
Good straight right hand by Chavez. Good left jab by Brandon Rios. Coming out of the gate, landed 26 and had a slight advantage, 21-20. Back in the spring when negotiations were attempted for a Brandon Rios, Ruslan.
And it's only the third round, but I'm seeing vintage Rios right now. A guy who is finding his way on the inside. Yes, he's taking some. So right now, this is vintage Rios. In my opinion.
He has a chance to box with Rios, and then he loses that with Rios. And then he loses that advantage when Rios closes the gap and gets him back into a face-to-face, breathe-on-you situation. Where Brandon Rios is at his best.
Good jab from Brandon Rios. Power jab from Brandon.
Knocking Chavez back. It was taken away from Chavez was questionable. So now we got two questionable point deductions. It's good.
It's fair game.
Copy box number.
Like we talked about earlier, Rios has a good jab. And as we've talked about many times on this air, the jab is a lost art. It's not the big shot, but it sets shots up and it actually hurts the opponent. I think Rios needs to keep coming behind the jab so he can easily close the distance. Good shot right there and work like he just worked to the body.
Decision in a fight which did not appear to be nearly. Chavez has landed one fight in which there have been 2-point deductions already. Hard right hand by Brandon Rios upstairs. Knockdown, drag-out fight. Except there hasn't been a knockdown, and nobody's been dragged out.
Not yet, at least.
But, you know, Dracula's point deduction made him an even round. So 3-3, 2 even. In points, I've got a 75-74 in favor of Brandon Rios.
been in wars.
Got to take a good look at Yard right now.
The demeanor of Yard. You're mentioning it, Dre. The demeanor of Yard. Look at the way he's walking back, breathing deep, almost turning his back, and there it is. The left hook drops Anthony Yard in round number 11.
It's over. He ain't getting up.
That's it, y'all.
It's over.
And Mama Kovalev is happy now.
That's it.
It's over.
That's it.
He can't even get up.
Sergey Kovalev with the big finish here. Sets it up. It was a jab that dropped Anthony Yard.